In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on October 1st, 2022, and providing you with team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Kansas City Royals versus Cleveland Guardians. This will be the second of a 6-game series on Saturday evening at Progressive Field to end the season between the Kansas City Royals and the Cleveland Guardians. Kansas City will be sending southpaw Kris Bubic to the mound and is coming off of a no decision against the Seattle Mariners, where he threw 4.2 innings and gave up 3 runs on 5 hits with 2 hit by pitches, 4 walks, and 6 strikeouts. Cleveland will have righty Zach Plesac on the bump here and picked up the win against the Seattle Mariners back on August 27th, where he threw 7 innings and allowed 3 runs on 3 hits with 0 walks and 6 strikeouts as he recovered from right fifth metacarpal fracture. The Royals are 10-22 in their last 32 versus a right-handed starter and 18-40 in their last 58 in Game 2 of a series. Kansas City is 4-10 in their last 14 Saturday games. Meanwhile, the Guardians are 9-3 in their last 12 at home and 23-8 in their last 31 versus the American League Central. Cleveland is 7-0 in the last 7 in Game 2 of a series. The Kansas City Royals are a young team trying to get some experience in late September, while the Cleveland Guardians are the American League Central winners and preparing for the American League wild card round in their building. The starting pitching splits have shown a huge difference, as Kris Bubic is 1-7 with a 5.82 earned run average and a .322 batting average against in 13 road games, while Zach Plesac is 1-4 with a 3.81 earned run average and a .288 batting average against in 10 home starts thus far. These offenses have been doing well, but there is still a major difference, as Kansas City is averaging 4.75 runs per game in their previous 12 games, while Cleveland is scoring 5.57 runs per game in their last 14 games. So the Cleveland Guardians money line is our full game side pick. Both starting pitchers have been getting hit, as Kris Bubic is 0-6 with a 7.79 earned run average and a 2.04 WHIP in their previous 7 starts, while Zach Plesac is 1-4 with a 5.4 earned run average and a 1.45 WHIP in his 7 starts before the injury. The offenses in the previous 30 days have shown that both lineups have been doing well, as Cleveland is 9th in the sport with a .300 team BIP, while Kansas City is currently 11th with a .298 BIP in that same span. The Guardians themselves are scoring nearly 6 runs per game in their last 10 games. Bubic has an earned run average near 6 in his last 5 starts. Cleveland is 6-4 to the over in their last 10 games. Saturday could very well be the last game that the Guardians regulars play a full 9, as manager Terry Francona should begin to rest some veterans to keep them healthy for the start of the playoffs. Look for Cleveland to pound the young lefty and threaten the total themselves in this one. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Philadelphia Phillies versus Washington Nationals, Game 2. The Philadelphia Phillies have been struggling brutally as of late, as they have been collapsing and now are on the verge of missing the postseason. Veteran righty Kyle Gibson will be on the mound and is coming off of a no decision against the Atlanta Braves, where he threw 5 innings and gave up 5 runs on 7 hits with 2 walks and 9 strikeouts. The Washington Nationals are not expected to be doing much of anything, as they are looking to get one of the top draft picks. Rookie southpaw Mackenzie Gore is in line to get his first career start with the Washington Nationals after being traded from the San Diego Padres at the trade deadline in the Juan Soto trade. The Philadelphia Phillies are trying to hold on to their final National League wild card spot and fight off the Milwaukee Brewers, while the Washington Nationals are ready for the offseason. The starting pitching here is a huge question mark, as Kyle Gibson has been struggling, while Mackenzie Gore is pitching at the MLB level for the first time since July 25th and did not look good in his last rehab start, as he went 3.2 innings and allowed 6 runs on 6 hits with a walk and 3 strikeouts while throwing just 72 pitches. The major offensive difference is the ability to hit the ball ball out of the park as the Phillies are 6th in the majors with 196 total home runs this season, while the Nationals are tied for 26th in the sport with 131 total home runs thus far. The Philadelphia Phillies have dominated as they have won 13 of the 15 games against the Washington Nationals this season, excluding Friday's doubleheader, so go with the Phillies to pick up a W in this game as well. So the Philadelphia Phillies money line is our full game side pick. These starting pitchers have been getting obliterated as Kyle Gibson is 2-2 with a 6.88 earned run average and a 1.91 WHIP in his last 7 games, while Mackenzie Gore is 0-3 with an 11 earned run average and a 2.36 WHIP in his last 7 games as well. Neither bullpen has been doing good this season, especially with Friday being a doubleheader, so their relievers are going to be tired. Philadelphia is 22nd in the sport with a 4.16 bullpen earned run average, while Washington is 18th in MLB with a 3.98 reliever earned run average this season. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Miami Marlins versus Milwaukee Brewers. The Miami Marlins will be taking on the Milwaukee Brewers on Saturday in the second game of a 4-game series. These teams faced off back in mid-May, where they split a 4-game series at Lone Depot Park. Edward Cabrera will take the ball for the Marlins as Freddie Peralta makes the start for the Brewers. The Marlins are 4-10 in their last 14 road games and 18-40 in their last 58 overall. The Brewers are 5-0 in their last 5 Saturday games and 2-5 in their last 7 home games. The under is 8-1-2 in Marlins' last 11 Saturday games. The under is 5-0 in Brewers' last 5 overall. The Marlins are 5-2 in the last 7 meetings in Milwaukee and 2-5 in the last 7 meetings. The Miami Marlins have nothing to play for here, while the Milwaukee Brewers are playing for a chance to make the postseason if they keep winning games. These bullpens have shown a difference, as well as Miami is 21st in MLB with a 4.13 reliever earned run average, while Milwaukee is 16th as they are pitching to a 3.96 bullpen earned run average. The offenses have shown a bit of a divide, as well as the Brewers have scored 119 runs in their last 28 games, while the Marlins had 93 runners cross home plate during the previous 27 games. The Miami Marlins have the pitching advantage here, which makes them an attractive option in the underdog role. Edward Cabrera is a talented young pitcher who is starting to find himself, while Aaron Ashby has been hittable all year and the Brewers don't have much success when he pitches. With that said, the Brewers have more to play for, and that should mean something at this time of year. No excuses for the Brewers, so the Milwaukee Brewers money line is our full game side pick. Edward Cabrera is 3-1 with a 1.62 earned run average and a .152 batting average against on the road this season, while Freddie Peralta is 0-2 with a 2.7 earned run average and a 0.94 WHIP in his last 7 games, so both pitchers have good numbers heading into this game. These offenses have been ice cold in the first 2 games of the series, as they have combined for 7 total runs through 2 games, and that has been brutal to see. The Marlins rarely post a big number. They have now scored 4 or fewer runs in 8 out of their last 10 games and continue to play the remainder of the season without many key hitters, including Jazz Chisholm, J.R. Dott, and Garrett Cooper, to name a few. In addition, while I definitely expect enough offense against Cabrera to record the victory, he actually pitches better on the road, where he is sporting a minuscule 1.62 earned run average on the year. The Brewers have only scored 3 runs in this series. The under is also a convincing 8-1 in the Brewers' last 9 games. I expect a pitcher's duel. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started.